Yeah, you tuned into the right place. Welcome to the rain. Golden Queuing. H2.0. Yeah.
You're looking for a diamond, found a treasure in the rough. Tired of all the noise, cause you finally had enough. I'm here to build a movement on a mission for the nation. Dropping gems of knowledge, killing all the hesitation. We fighting for the truth, we fighting for what's right. Building unity and shining up a brand new light. It's a variety channel, but the vision's crystal clear. Pushing us all forward, conquering the doubt and fear.
Welcome to the Queendom, H2.0 on your screen, where the content's real and smart and funny in between. This is more than just a stream, it's a platform for the change. Time to elevate the game and rearrange. If you're ready for a vibe that you can feel and trust, joining in the movement is a definite must.
This ain't just another channel talking smack behind the screen. It's a spotlight for the creators, building up a better scene. Spreading radical love, that's the message in the code. Helping everybody carry up a heavy load. From social justice issues to the laughter that we need. Planting seeds of progress, watch them grow from just a seed. This is authentic, this is raw, this is everything you saw. Welcome to the battle that is truly being fought.
Ooh, so come with your respect and see the real effect. Cause I protect my own right here on the throne. Don't make me envy. Unleash the dragon.
You the one. Subscribe, ring that notification bell. Yeah, you don't wanna miss a thing. Welcome to the family. Yeah.
Check the bag, check the tag, check the greed. ICE agents hunting humans just to get the fee they need. They don't care about the name, they don't care about the face. Just a bounty on the soul, trying to scrub them from the plate. Getting paid by the head, yeah, they stacking up the bread. While the families in the shadows living life in constant dread. It's a business, it's a racket, it's a cold-blooded game. They'll snatch a father from his daughter just to justify the name.
ICE is moving through the night for the love of money. They're trading souls for federal life. For the love of money. They're apprehend anyone for pay. Doesn't matter who you are, they're gonna take you away for that lean, green. The system's got them all that need.
I need the racks, but not like that. No, I need the plaque, but keep the fat straight. YouTube views got them acting real strange. Selling out the culture for some digital change. Click the struggle, monetize the pain. While the agents in the street are washing blood with the rain. They're getting paid to hunt, I'm getting paid to speak. The government is green and the sports are so weak. Check the analytics, check the borderline. The greed in the district's gonna drive us out our mind. Apprehending for a bonus, that's a soul-crushing crime. That you have it, I'd rather have the truth. Stop trading our future and the spirits of our youth.
Money, 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 money.
Don't let the algorithm change you. Your head full of tall and standing tall for the people. Check the bag, check the tag, check the greed. ICE agents hunting humans just to get the fee they need. They don't care about the name, they don't care about the face. Just a bounty on the soul, trying to scrub them from the plate. Getting paid by the head, yeah, they stacking up the bread. While the families in the shadows living life in constant dread. It's a business, it's a racket, it's a cold-blooded game. They'll snatch a father from his daughter just to justify the name. ICE is moving through the night for the love of money. They're trading souls for federal life for the love of money. They're apprehend anyone for pay. Doesn't matter who you are, they're gonna take you away for that lean, green. The system's got them all that need. I need the racks, but not like that. No, I need the plaque, but keep the fat straight. YouTube views got them acting real strange. Selling out the culture for some digital change. Niggas flip the struggle, monetize the pain. While the agents in the street are washing blood with the rain. They're getting paid to hunt, I'm getting paid to speak. The government is greedy and the schools are so weak. Check the analytics, check the borderline. The greed in the district's gonna drive us out our mind. Apprehending for a bonus, that's a soul-crushing crime. Let you have it, I'd rather have the truth. Stop trading our future and the spirits of our youth. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Don't let the algorithm change you. Money, 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 money. The head full of tall, and standing tall for the people.
All right, y'all. What's up? It's your girl Golden. I am back with another live, y'all. I apologize. I had to play the song one more time because my mic was not working properly and I had to fix it. So I just figured I'd run the song back for y'all. But how y'all doing today? I hope everybody is having a great day. It is about 5:41 p.m. here Eastern Time in the United States and the Carolinas. Child, it is cold. And we had ice rain last night. So there's black ice and stuff on the ground. You know, it's kind of dangerous out there, to be honest, as far as the weather. And it's dark and it's gloomy and all those type of things. So I just been in the house, you know, doing things around the house, playing with my son, stuff like that. We ain't been outside today, y'all. And it ain't been no lick of sunshine. But there is always sunshine, even when she's gone. But anyway, let's get into the live. So as y'all can see, as far as my title, it says follow the money, the private profits behind mass deportation. So for a period of time, I wasn't up on this. But it has now come out. It's being talked about in a lot of different places that there has been incentives and bonuses and things of that nature that have been offered to these ICE agents for captivity. And the captivity doesn't have to be legal. And it doesn't even have to be realistic. Like when we're talking about ICE and deportation, or, you know, them apprehending immigrants, and we're wondering, why are these people apprehending so many citizens? You know, and I don't even like the fact that immigrants have to be apprehended either. But I'm just saying, you know, like a lot of these people they running up on and capturing are actually citizens. And now we have found out, has been out, I guess, this information for a bit. I just wasn't up on it, but I'm up on it now. So I'm bringing it to tell it to y'all. Was having some conversations about this with some good friends. So we got to look into the math. Okay. So in 2026, immigration enforcement has become a literal business. Local police aren't just helping out. They're being paid quarterly cash awards. They are taking about $1,000 in bonuses per officer for hitting arrest targets. When you put a price tag on a human being, the mission stops being about safety. It starts being about the paycheck. They have a 3,000 person a day quota that they have to fill. And they are using our tax dollars as American citizens here that pay taxes to fund these bounties to get it done. Then we also going to get into the private profit loop. Where do these people go? Well, I'll tell you. They go into private for-profit prisons. These corporations are making $500 million a quarter. They have bed mandates, which means the government pays them even if the beds are empty. So what do? They pressure the agents to keep those beds full. It's a cycle of human trafficking, in my opinion, and allegedly for profit, sanctioned by the system. Now, y'all know me. I got to speak about things that I see because I tie them into other things. So let's tie this into how this ties into YouTube culture. I want you to see the parallel. Notice how the same energy is moving on YouTube. You see creators detaining the truth and arresting people's characters just for a click. Just like ICE has daily arrest targets, some creators have daily drama targets. They don't care if the story is true, they just need to hit their numbers to get that AdSense check. On YouTube, the bounty is the super chat and the view count. People will apprehend someone and their peace. They will also apprehend people's peace of mind just to get a financial reward from their audience. And then they have private interests. Just like those private prisons, some creators build echo chambers where they keep their audience detained in negativity because it keeps the money flowing. So, what is the final lesson here? Whether it's an ICE agent looking for $1,000 bonus or a YouTuber looking for $1,000 live stream, the root is the same: exploiting people for profit. When we understand the incentive, we understand the intent. Don't let yourself be a statistic in their system or a view in their drama. Stay awake, stay informed, and follow the money trail. Let's get into this video, y'all. I have one that I can show you. So, this video right here, y'all, is a breakdown, a little bit better than what I just did, as to how this monetization works when it's coming to ICE officers and their incentives for hemming people up. So let me go ahead and play this video and watch along with you guys so we can get to the bottom of this. But this is happening.
An image of Uncle Sam alongside the words "America needs you" headline ICE's job recruitment page, promoting a large $50,000 signing bonus aimed at attracting patriots to join ICE and encouraging retired officers to return to mission. Positions listed on the site include deportation officers and criminal investigators tasked with locating and detaining people who the administration identifies as predators or criminals and who have entered the country illegally.
You can't have strong national security if you don't have border security. And you can't have border security without strong interior enforcement.
Trump officials aim for 1 million deportations a year, and there's no shortage of cash to help meet the goal. The agency is slated to receive $170 billion from Trump's new budget bill, with nearly $30 billion set aside to hire 10,000 new agents. Border Patrol is also receiving a funding boost, with plans to hire 3,000 new agents.
I have no confidence in them being properly vetted, trained, applying constitutional protections.
Phoenix immigration attorney Darius Amiri is concerned about who these hires will be and how qualified they'll actually turn out. He says there's reason for skepticism, pointing to concerning actions already seen from some agents.
You see these recorded instances from civilians or people who are encountering ICE where windows are being broken in, people being pulled out of parking lots or cars without warrants.
ICE has arrested more than 100,000 people since Trump returned to office. In a Wednesday interview, Homan claimed that 70% of those arrested are criminals. However, recent data shows that around 40% of ICE's daily arrests involve individuals with no criminal charges or convictions.
Now, supporters argue that expanding the immigration workforce is essential to national security. However, critics like Darius Amiri say that the rapid growth, it could lead to civil liberties being violated. Reporting live in Yuma, Alexandra Rangel, Arizona's Family.
This one is cool.
All right, y'all. So as y'all can see, you hear what these incentives are that have been in place. But I have more videos to show y'all to give even more information about some of these incentives. That video that I just showed you was 5 months old. So this is something that I didn't know that was put in place, probably a very long time ago, and probably part of the big beautiful bill, but that's allegedly. Anyway, child, let's get into this next video here. So we're gonna have some words here from excuse me, y'all. We're gonna have some words here from the Rebel HQ platform. I have a video I'm gonna play from there, and they'll be talking about how the resistance is building. An armed neighborhood lawfully exercising open carry declares that this is their block, flipping the script on MAGA bravado and revealing how Trump's ICE-fueled campaign is driving ordinary Americans to defend their communities, while right-wing media pretends only federal guns get to claim patriotism. J.R. Jackson breaks it all down. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to get this one on the screen for y'all so you can listen.
As this went on over the past 2 weeks, we started hearing from our police officers the same complaints as they fell victim to this while off duty. Every one of these individuals is a person of color who has had this happen to them. In Brooklyn Park, one particular officer that shared her story with me was stopped as she passed ICE going down the roadway. When they boxed her in, they demanded her paperwork, of which she's a U.S. citizen and clearly would not have any paperwork. When she became concerned about the rhetoric and the way she was being treated, she pulled out her phone. In an attempt to record the incident, the phone was knocked out of her hands, prevented her from recording it. The officer had their guns drawn during this interaction. And after the officer became so concerned, they were forced to identify themselves as a Brooklyn Park police officer in hopes of slowing the incident and de-escalating the incident down. The agents then immediately left after hearing this, making no other comments, no other apologies, just got in their vehicles and left. I wish I could tell you that this was an isolated incident. In fact, many of the chiefs standing behind me have similar incidents with their off-duty officers. This isn't just important because it happened to off-duty police officers, but what it did do is we know that our officers know what the Constitution is, they know what right and wrong is, and they know when people are being targeted, and that's what they were. If it is happening to our officers, it pains me to think of how many of our community members are falling victim to this every day.
Now, I didn't listen to the whole half-hour press conference. Maybe he got to the point where he was talking about how Brooklyn Park police are going to be standing against these illegal invaders that are attacking, their residents, their citizens, the people who, pay them. I wonder if he got to that point. I wonder if it's fully sinking in yet that, we've got this fascist, racist, white supremacist administration who's blatantly talking about how they're going to avoid all accountability. As a matter of fact, what Steve Miller posted was only federal officers are upholding the law, he says. Local and state police have been ordered to stand down and surrender. Stephen Miller says local state police have to stand down and surrender. It's weird, when you talk about surrender, it's one of those things where it sounds like someone has invaded you and they've taken over, your country, your sovereignty, your land, and your citizens' rights. I wonder at what point we're going to do something about these folks who want law enforcement to surrender, the ones who say that they back the blue. Here's one of those Nazis who's helping run this whole thing. He's had to actually answer questions about what this Brooklyn Park police chief is talking about.
Earlier today, Brooklyn Park police chief says that his department is receiving endless of calls from American citizens saying that their civil rights are being violated by federal agents. And the police chief also went on to say that some of his off-duty officers are also being asked for their immigration status, and one officer was boxing. That's according to the police chief. I just wanted if you had a response for the Brooklyn Park police chief.
Sure. Again, our Border Patrol agents, ICE officers, and those allied federal law enforcement agencies are out there conducting Title VIII immigration, the Title VIII immigration mission. And I'll tell you, when you have a mayor and a police chief, O'Hara, that say call 911 when ICE or Border Patrol is in the neighborhood, and then they wonder why the 911 system is overwhelmed with superfluous calls superfluous calls for assistance when that is not true. So we're going to continue to be out in the community, and we're going to continue to conduct that mission, that legal, lawful Title VIII mission. And again, I've been out with my Border Patrol agents. Marcos is out constantly with his troops. And what I see out there is a very professional, prudent, and thoughtful law enforcement action. And if somebody needs to use the 911 system, then do it. But let's don't encourage anarchists to utilize a 911 system that hurts other Americans that may need to use that system. A law enforcement professional should know that.
Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Russ.
Thank you.
Greg Bovino can't answer the question. Greg Bovino was clearly asked about this specific occurrence where this police chief up in Brooklyn Park was talking about his officers being stopped, harassed, and detained. That is until they had to identify themselves. I'm sorry, guns out on them as well. He didn't answer the question because he's too cowardly to answer the question. Instead, he runs on about some abuse of the 911 system. Now, anarchists shouldn't have use of it because whoever these anarchists are that he's claiming they are don't have, rights, and completely ignoring all those secondary follow-up questions that probably asked them, you didn't answer the question about whether or not you give a damn about how you guys are detaining law enforcement officers when they're not on duty, because when you don't see the badge and the uniform, suddenly they're just black and brown folks that we're supposed to, just terrorize. Here's more about Greg Bovino. He's got to keep answering questions about how they're not welcome in these cities, in these towns, in these areas, and specifically in certain stores. Watch him whine now, the little Nazi.
And this goes to anyone, not just those businesses and organizations. Don't fall victim. Don't fall victim to that heated rhetoric and those lies that are often spouted by, say, a Mayor Fry. Mayor Fry actually told his police force to fight federal agents in the city. And you should have even seen the look on O'Brien's face, Chief O'Brien. His eyebrows actually raised at that one. So don't fall victim to that. Our Border Patrol agents, our ICE officers, are parents. They're citizens. They enjoy the rule of law just like everyone else. So to deny them a cup of coffee or lawful commerce seems to be absolutely opposite of what we would expect in a lawful, orderly society. Did we like what happened with the church there a couple of days ago when individuals came in and disrupted almost violently a church service? Absolutely not. Same thing. We should treat each other with respect, dignity. And that is why we are here in this city as we take those violent criminals off the streets. That's respect and dignity.
Suddenly, Greg Bovino wants to be treated with respect and dignity by people who can serve him some coffee, put his guys in a hotel room, maybe sell them a couple Slim Jims and a Mike and Ike's. That's what he wants, apparently, from folks who they continue to pull guns in their faces, running around and rummaging through people's lives and expecting respect when they don't give any of it. This may be the reasons why the tides are turning. We got folks hanging out with guns on their front lawns, and we've got convenience stores and hotels and restaurants kicking these guys out, is because finally people are realizing
these numbers have just completely flipped. This was such a strength for the president of the United States. The net approval rating on Trump's administration program to deport immigrants who are in the country illegally. It was plus 18 points at the beginning of his presidency, net approval rating. That is very, very positive. It was one of the most popular things in the Trump administration agenda. But now you come over to this side of the screen. Look at that. That's over a 25-point switcheroo in the negative direction. Now the program is way, way, way underwater at -8 points. And among independents, John, it has gone from plus 18 points in the positive all the way down to negative 20 points. The Trump administration, and Trump in particular, has lost the center of the electorate when it comes to a key component of his administration's agenda.
Harry Hinton there with the numbers, you know, they're going way down and off to the side, way down. I show Harry Hinton just for the craziness, the arm motions. But the point is well taken. Look at how much this swing has happened. And again, I don't feel like we need to have all these polls to get this straight in our heads, that when you see a bunch of illegal guys with guns out in the streets running around and pointing at people and breaking the laws and violating the Constitution, that people aren't going to like that. And the people who do like it knew that that's what's coming. But their excuses are even falling apart. Remember, it's supposed to be all the violent criminals, all the gang members, the rapists, the drug dealers, and the people who run up in your kid's room.
I want to make it clear that 73.6%, and that's actually a statistic that's been confirmed by two separate independent organizations, of the people that are currently in ICE detention have no criminal record. And in fact, according to the Texas statistics, actually less than 1% of illegal immigrants who are in this country, are illegal or undocumented, which is two different categories, have ever been arrested for a violent crime. So when she's saying that they're picking up all of these people who are criminals, that's not true. It's just wrong. And to characterize them all as violent is just wrong. And the reason that they would do that would be because it would make it easier for people to say, you know, whatever human rights violations are occurring, we don't really care because they're all just criminals. We can just say goodbye to them because they don't matter. So I just want to encourage people to remember that that's not who we're attacking. By the way, we also have arrested 172 U.S. citizens.
I'd be curious to get into some of those statistics. Of course, Madeline, you're well versed in the statistics. I would love to know who those sources are with respect to coming out with that.
It was the Cato Institute and Trace. The Cato Institute and Trace looked at ICE data, and they got the same stat.
Okay.
One of the Newsmax anchors is still curious about the sourcing of that information and also the reality that she continues to ignore. It's not going to work out for you. Again, it's why it's easy. It should be straightforward when you have the facts on your side to come to the conclusions that you've got without just relying on Donald Trump and Stephen Miller to tell you what your reality is.
All right, y'all. So y'all heard that video. You listened to what was being said. You seen what was being done. This is what we're talking about, okay? We're talking about this immigration situation that we're having here right now, currently in the United States. And if you watch the news, if you pay attention to the politics, you see how it's playing out. We see that people are being hemmed up, abused, unalived. And not to say that immigrants should be treated this way, but a lot of these people that they're hemming up are non-immigrants. They're citizens of the country. And so when we're talking about money, 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 that's what it is. That's what really sometimes I believe is the biggest factor that stands behind why these people are doing the things that they're doing, and they're doing it in the mass capacity that they're doing it in. They're getting incentives for doing it. They're getting paid for doing it. And it doesn't matter whether the person's an immigrant or not. Once that person has to go through all of that abuse, all of that stress, and then hopefully and prayerfully released, once they find out that person is a citizen, it's already in the bag. They already made their money. So wrangling these people up, they're doing it for a paycheck. Would you do it? I don't know. When I ask those questions, I really just don't know. Because I see the way people move and operate a lot of the time. Not just in the world, in the city, in the state that I live in, but even here on this YouTube app. And I see how people move. And it's just like, maybe you take that position. These people seem like they don't care. As long as they can get a paycheck out of something, they don't care about integrity. They don't care about what's right. People are just doing things for money. And I understand they need to put food on the table for their children, their family, all of these things. I get that. Let's be very clear about that. I get that. But the integrity for me. There's a lot of ways that you can go about getting these things for your family, for your children. But do you do it like this? I don't know. Anyway, let's take a quick song break, and I got another video I want to show y'all. I'll be right back.
To the truth, wake up, sleeper cells, let's get it. You want the tea, you want the beef, you want the who said what. But when the blood is in the street, you keep your big mouth shut. You run the numbers up for clicks on every toxic lil, but skip the stream about the kids who barely can survive. You're addicted to the circus dancing for $1 bill, while experimenting on us popping every kind of pill. Algorithm got you trapped, a digital lobotomy. You'd rather watch a dummy tech than learn about autonomy. Low vibrations, yeah, that's all you crave. Mind of a zombie, walking to the grave. Talk about the spirit, talk about the fight. You vanish like a ghost, you're disappearing in the night. Dumbass zombies, sleepers in the cell. Build your own prison in this digital hell. Low vibrations, we moving on. Hypertext is boring, spiritual rarity is deep. That's exactly what they wanted, just to keep your soul asleep. They shout down when I good, they're hunting for the press. And you're arguing in comments about a rapper summer dress. It's a war on your mind, it's a war on your health. But you're too busy scrolling, giving stupid all your wealth. I'm a golden queen, I'm 10 toes down in the mud, while you're chasing cloud and spilling everybody's blood. Are you a fan of your own destruction? Is the gossip worth your soul? Unplug the wire, debate the self. Mama warrior told you. Now bring it back. Low vibrations, yeah, that's all you crave. Mind of a zombie, walking to the grave. Talk about the spirit, talk about the fight. You vanish like a ghost, you're disappearing in the night. Dumbass zombies, sleepers in the cell. Build your own prison in this digital hell. Let's go. Vibrations, yeah. Numbers drop when the truth gets loud, but I'd rather have a few than a brainless crowd. Yeah, the veil to the world, high frequency only. Mama, warrior, golden queen.
All right, y'all. So we took a quick song break. Now we're about to get into our next video. So I want to show you this video here. This is AOC. If y'all know who AOC is, if you keep up with politics, you know, you would know. She drops a stunning truth over the ICE nightmare as disastrous votes are revealed. So I thought this would be pretty interesting to listen to because it actually ties into a lot of the things that we are talking about this evening. So let's go ahead and listen to a little bit of this, y'all. It's a short one, it's not too long, don't worry. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Give me just 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to get everything up on the screen. Okay, there we go. So the Democrats, you know, Democrat, Republican, whichever side you're on, whatever, I think we should just be on the side of what's right, but that's not my choice to make for anybody else other than myself, right? But the Democrats, they're fighting back against a lot of the stuff that, you know, seems to be wielding its evil tongue and its evil sword from the side of the Republicans, respectfully and allegedly. But y'all watch it. If y'all watch it and y'all see it, then y'all know. Y'all know who's on what side. Let's go ahead and get into this video.
Any step in the direction of reining in and cutting the funding of an agency that is attacking U.S. citizens, that are kidnapping 5-year-olds, that are using them as bait to open doors, and that are privately circulating that they can violate everyday Americans' constitutional rights by busting into their doors, they deserve to be defunded. I'll take any step in that direction.
AOC is obviously right there. What ICE has been doing is insane. The American people don't like it. It's almost like a perfect storm to finally get the defunding of ICE that we've been asking for. Everything is there. to make it so that Democrats do not need to be afraid of finally doing something about this out of control organization. And what do you know? All of this happens as a budget request goes up for a vote for more funds for ICE. And so the Democrats spring into action and help the Republicans pass the funding for ICE and for DHS with some minor limitations. Maybe we'll see if AOC likes that. That's many steps in the right direction. And she obviously wasn't one of those who voted for it. But 7 Democrats voted to give ICE $10 billion and Border Patrol $18.3 billion. Lots of billions going around. Remember, there's no money for Medicaid. There's no money for food stamps. There's no money for that Colorado pipeline. No money for any of that stuff. But ICE, Border Patrol, they're just going to make it rain until the end of time or the end of our constitutional republic. Here are the Democrats, by the way, that crossed party lines to vote with the Republicans. Henry Cuellar. What do you know? Henry Cuellar. Don Davis, Laura Gillen, Jared Golden, Vicente Gonzalez, Mary Glusenkamp, Perez, Tom Suozzi, and one Republican, Thomas Massey, did not vote for it. So Thomas Massey getting more, he's working early on that Turk of the Year, I guess. So it did pass fairly narrowly. If all those Democrats had stayed with the other Democrats, it would not have passed. Here's what it does. It maintains funding for ICE at $10 billion. Still, it includes some guardrails, including allocating $20.
All right. So did y'all hear? Did you see why I play the videos that I play? I play these videos because I try to be in the equal side. I try to be fair. I play some stuff from the Republicans. I play some stuff from the Democrats. I play some stuff from the people who represent Republicans. I play some stuff from the people who represent Democrats. We're on different sides. People are on different sides. We understand that. And there's a lot of talks that happen when it comes to being on these different sides because each side wants to be the winner. They want to be the one who is getting the trophy and all of the attention. But what we need to remember as the people is it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican. Are you standing for what's right when it comes to the people? Power to the people. What's important is the people. And so I hear a lot of people saying, oh, you're just on one side. You're so one-sided. You never play anything from the other side. I played it. It's hard to play it. It's hard to listen to it because I don't agree with it. I don't play things and I don't show things that I don't agree with. But people want nuance. They want fairness and balance. And so I can give you fairness and balance if that's what you want. But I don't like playing those type of pieces of content because I don't agree with what they're saying and how they try to push and spin the narrative. I wanted to show y'all that. I showed y'all what AOC said. After that, this was a platform of an individual that clearly doesn't really care for the Democratic side. More so seems like they lean into the Republican side. What I feel is I don't care if you're a Democrat or you're a Republican. Are you human? And when we see human beings being treated and going through the things they're going through, that should be something that should be important to us as other human beings and individuals, right? That's something that I think, but maybe other people don't. I don't know. I would assume that we would care more. It seems like we don't. It seems like as long as we're good, everything's okay. If your life is fine and you're not being hemmed up, nobody's banging down your door, nobody's dragging you through the street, in cold, icy weathers and temperatures outside, with no clothes on or pajamas, and saying that you're an immigrant, you don't belong in this country, and they're trying to take you and get you out of this country, then I guess it doesn't matter to you because it's not happening to you. This is the case that we have to learn to deal with. When it comes to things that happen to people, if it's not affecting us, we don't seem to care. We don't seem to care. We don't have not one lick of time or space to talk about it. to fight against it, to feel a way towards it. You just get on with the regular scheduled program as usual, which is typically madness. But anyway, people don't care. They don't care. And I don't know what that comes from. I don't know why people have a sense of not caring. I don't know why people don't care for other people. If it's not your bloodline, it's not your family, ain't your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your uncle, your auntie. I get that. They're not in your bloodline, but they're people. They're human. They're just like you. And the fact that we don't care about what is happening to human beings that are just like us, it really makes me question the humanity that we have as a people. I don't understand it. Is anyone going to run in front of that bus that might hit somebody's child because they walked out in the street and they didn't pay attention to the fact that a bus was coming down the street? Is anyone going to try to save that kid? Or because it's not your kid, you do nothing? Or you don't have kids and you do nothing? You don't try to save them at all? Like, you don't run out there? Like, people think I'm crazy. They really think I'm crazy. And I know I can be crazy a little bit. But I'm asking y'all humanity questions. And I want humanity answers. I do. Because I don't understand where we're at as a humanity. I don't get how we move and we operate as a people. We don't care. We don't care about nothing. We'll monetize off of something. We'll do content off of something to get money, but do we really care about what's going on? I'm not monetized. I don't make any money. I talk about it because it's the right thing to do. To talk about these things and bring these things to the forefront. Bring it to the awareness of the people. Because this is what is happening, not just in my country, but in our world. And I think it's important to talk about. And then you have the people, child, that don't care. They tune in for the mess. They tune in for the gossip. They tune in for the fighting. They tune in for the nasty work. They tune in for all of that. They don't tune in to listen to what's really actually happening out here in this world that affects not just me, but others, whether you're in this country or not. We're in some serious, deep changes and troubles. And nobody seems to care. But they care about the gossip. You know what I mean? They care about lying on people and talking trash about each other, dragging each other through the mud, all of that type of stuff. No one seems to care about what's really impertinent and important. Yeah, he's definitely right wing. You got that right, Imani. And I did that on purpose. I put that video up there on purpose because, you know, people, when it comes to politics and stuff like that, they say, oh, you always pick one side. You always choose. I'm not picking any side. I want people to hear for themselves. Hear what these people are saying. Hear how these people feel. Hear what they're talking about. Hear what stance they take. Hear what side that they're on. And you choose for yourself. You want to be on that side or the other side. I hate that it even has to be different sides. I really do. I think that we need to just focus on humanity and being human and focusing on making the decisions that benefit us as the people. Right, left, up, down, east, west, north, south. I don't care what direction and side you're on. We are people at the end of the day. We need to be able to focus on the similarities that we have as people, as human beings. It's all the same. It don't matter what side. Oh, I'm a Republican. Oh, I'm a Democrat. Oh, I'm an independent. I'm a human first before I'm any of those things. That's what we need to focus on because that is what's being attacked. Our humanity, our rights. And I don't care what side anybody stands on. Their talking points sometimes is like, look, right wing, left wing, I don't care what wing you're on. Are we going to be on the survival wing, the human wing, the chicken wing? No, I'm just kidding. Y'all know I like some chicken wings. But I'm just saying, come on now. I'm tired of all that. I don't want to talk about these sides. Right wing, left wing, Democrat, Republican. What do it matter if blood runs through your veins and you're human just like everybody else is, whether you're Republican or Democrat? Based on what is going on, what these people are doing. Okay, let me stop. I ate a piece of candy. I'm taking it out of my mouth. Okay. Based off of what is going on, right? How we move, how we operate as people. That's what's important. I don't care about left. I don't care about right. I don't care about Democrat. I don't care about Republican. I care about humanity. That's what I care about. And I feel like we need to care more about that. Oh, it's okay for us to not believe in humanity because, oh, we're lefties. Oh, it's okay for us to not care about humanity because, oh, we're over here on the right. That's stupid. It's stupid. I don't know who made it up. I don't know who came up with it. I don't know who put it in place, but it needs to change. It needs to stop. And if we're smart enough people, which I know that we are, we won't keep moving along with these guidelines. They're not my guidelines. I don't move by them. I don't care. I want us all to be okay. I don't care what race we are. I don't care what color our skin is. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. We're human. I want us to be okay as human beings. I want us to be able to live lives as human beings that we deserve to live. I don't have time to pick a side, and I refuse to pick one. I'm not picking any sides. I'm only picking the side of what is right. Left, right, up, down, sideways, Democrat, Republican. I don't care. What is right? We got to go with what is right. We got to go with what is going to help garner and make the people be in a better position and live a better life. That's what we're here for. That's what it's. They set it up. You know what? We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Because this is the problem. The problem is it wasn't never set up to help. It wasn't never set up for everybody. It wasn't never derived on any of that from the structure and the foundation of the beginning of it all. That's why we'll never see the change. Well, not never, but we're not seeing the change that we need to see. The foundation and the roots of it all was never built on anything that was based off of everyone. It was always one-sided. And it still continues to be one-sided. Now, people just got to decide, because now they have a choice. Some people, some races of people, some colors of people have a choice to decide. There was a time when our ancestors didn't have no choice. Y'all remember that? They couldn't choose what side they wanted to be on. They automatically was put on a side because of how they looked and who they were. And they were taught and told that they were less than. So they automatically got put in a box over on the other side, shelved up. Just like the little misfit toys on the misfit island. But then things progress and, you know, life moves along and laws get passed and things of that nature. And then now you supposedly have a choice, but they rig your choice. They rig your freedoms, your votes, your voice, all of that. Do y'all think, like, what do y'all think? I'm just really curious. Like, it really blows my mind because I'll be asking people, like, do you really understand? Do you fully understand and watch how things play out, the way they play out, and pay attention to how historically and in the past, these things have already been said. And now in our current day and time that we're living in, it's almost like we're going back to that. Do you want to go back? Is that where you want to go? Is that where you want to be? Is that the desires that you have to live that way, the way our ancestors did? They don't want that for us. They didn't give their lives up for us to go back. So why not fight for the future? Why not fight for tomorrow? Why not fight for our children and their tomorrow? Why not speak up about it? March for it. Protest against. That makes you wrong. That makes you bad. That makes you a criminal if you let these people tell it. I'm not telling y'all nothing that's not true. I'm telling y'all what I know to be true and what I bear witness to. We're living in a world, and I can only speak on the portion of that said world that I live in, which happens to be the United States. They want to take us back. And if any of y'all want to go, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not equipped for it. I know I'm not. Shit, I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. I'm not equipped for it. But they want to take us back. Imagine what our ancestors went through and how they had to live. Huh? Imagine that. I want you to imagine that. I want you to take a walk in their shoes. I want you to imagine what it was like living during those times. And I want you to ask yourself, do you feel as though you're a person that's equipped to do that? Do you have the strength and the courage to go through what our ancestors went through in the past? A lot of us don't, if we're going to be honest. And I'll put myself number one on the list. And anybody who wants to sign up under me, go ahead and do it. I don't want to. I don't think I'm equipped to. I'm too capable of living in the life right now that I'm living. With all of, the luxuries, I guess that's what you want to call them. Because if you ask our ancestors, the things that we see as basic, as we see as like, oh, this ain't nothing, this is just regular. They didn't have any of that. So to them, it would be considered luxury. And then we have the people who are in luxury. They got too much abundance, right? Too much. Too many cars, too many rooms, and they damn castles or their mansions and all of these things. And we live in the bare minimum, but we still got more than our ancestors had. We still got more than what they had to fight for or fight through to have. And a lot of them, by the time they got out, was too old to even get it. They weren't even able to achieve it or accomplish it or obtain it. They lived in slavery so long. And when I'm saying this, look, I'm a black person. Yeah, I'm talking about black people. But I know black people weren't the only slaves. There's other races of people in their own way, in their own shape or form that were enslaved as well and had to go through these things also. I know that. I'm not dumb enough. I'm not that dumb. People think I'm dumb, but I'm not dumb. I know history. So it's not just about race. It's not just about black people. It's about us as human beings. That is the only race. There is no other race. There's heritage, there's nationality, all of those type of things. But when it comes to race, there's only one race. There's the human race. That's it. Period. And a lot of people have been through things in their own sector based on their own race. Had to fight through things. Had to overcome things. Suffering from PTSD right now because of the things that they've gone through. Don't think that I don't know that. Don't think that I don't have conversations with people about that. So yes, I am an activist. Yes, I'm pro-black. I'm very proud to be black all day, every day. And I'm going to talk about black issues and black matters. But because I talk about them doesn't mean that I don't pay attention to other people's struggles and sufferings as well. I say we're human. I say we all are living a human experience. I say we all go through things as human beings, some good and some bad. I say we all should be able to have a little bit more love and care and empathy for each other, being human beings, because that's the only race that there is when it comes to us. We're all human. Doesn't matter if you're Spanish, you're Italian, you're Asian, you're African, you're not, whatever. We all human. We all go through the same things. We all need the same things. That's what's important to me. That's what I care about. I don't care about skin tone. I don't care about the language that you speak. I don't care about where you're at in this big, beautiful globe, regionally, locationally. I don't care. We're human beings. We don't deserve to be treated this way at the hands of other human beings. And we should not treat other human beings the way we do. That's what I think, and that's what I feel, period. Always. Always and forever. Always and forever. Anyway, let's take a quick song break. I got one more video I'm going to show y'all. We're going to get up out of here. Okay? And then Mama Warrior will be going live, to bring the love, the light, the spirituality, and all of those great things that I really don't bring to the table because I'm too, rah-rah. But I have to be. I have to be this way. This is how we survive. This is how we make it through. I'm a woman. I got a son. I got a mother. She's not that well. I'm the man of the house, basically. So, yeah, I act a little bit rough. I act a little bit tough. I have to. I have to show up like this. I have to show up like this in my household, in my life. I have to show up like this in the world. But one thing I know is we're all the same. We're all human beings. We all deserve the same things, the same respect, the same kindness, the same love. Nobody deserves to go through these type of things. And I don't care if these people, if you say, which we're seeing now, they be lying most of the time. I don't care if the person is a criminal and they committed a crime. They're still human. They don't deserve to be treated like this. And if we can't look at what is going on and listen and bear witness to how people are being treated, I just don't know what is it going to take for us as a humanity to see that we're not supposed to be operating like this and treating each other like this. It's not right. It hurts to bear witness to these things. It takes so much out of me to watch these videos so I can come and do these lives and talk about these things. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see people treated that way. Me, I don't know about anybody else. All I know is about me. It's not easy at all. And then I have to get up here and I have to pronunciate and I have to talk with no emotion and I have to act like these things that I see every day on the news, in my neighborhood, in my community, doesn't affect me or bother me. It's very hard to do. I don't care if I got a beef with somebody. I don't wish things like this on people. I don't wish bad on people. Even if I don't get along with them. Even if we're enemies. I don't wish this type of stuff on people. But that's me. I don't know how anybody else is. I don't know how they operate. I do these political videos every day, just about. Do you know how much it takes for me to do these videos? How I have to balance myself and keep myself aligned so I can just get through the report without getting angry, without getting emotional. Because me, how I am, I care. I don't like seeing it. And I don't care where it's happening at. I don't want to see it for nobody. This is what's happening. And it just seems like people just don't seem to care. And I just don't know. I just don't know. They care about other things. Things that's not important. Things that's not hurting us. Things that's not harming us. What'd you say, girl? Hold on. Hey, Kim. She said hello. Hey, what's going on, Kim? The Democrats supposedly had a phone call this morning. They're going to say, do not pass the funding down. Mind you, 7 of them morons voted with. See? We're all voting against our best interest. Republican, Democrat, Independent, I don't know. I don't vote. I've never voted. I don't know what level people are. But come on now. Come on. We can do better than this. We're struggling out here. We're struggling as a people. Something got to be done different. You say, you're a better person than I am. Hakeem Jeffries should be fired as well. Or Chuck Schumer. I don't know, Kim. It's just so much going on. So much. And then you think you're rocking with somebody and then they flip and then now they're going all the way left or all the way right or up, down, side. It's like we're doing the damn hokey pokey. What's going on here? Is anybody gonna stay on track or no? Do we stay on track or we don't stay on track? Do we care? Do we really care? Are we the human race? Do we care about our well-being, other people's well-being? Like, I don't understand this damn hokey pokey dance that they doing in the government. It really bothers me, for real. Anyway, listen to this, y'all. I got something that I found I wanted to show you. Hold on. Let me get it set up. All right. Remember, we talking about ICE, so here we go. Listen to this.
At green card interviews, even if they're married to U.S. citizens, even if they...
We got to go back to the beginning. Okay, here we go.
We finally know why people are getting arrested at green card interviews, even if they're married to U.S. citizens, even if they came here legally and just overstayed. The reason why they're getting detained is because ICE officers are actually getting rewarded for making these arrests, even if they know these people are going to be released a few days after. In San Diego, where I'm at, about a month ago, ICE agents stormed into green card interviews and started arresting applicants that had no criminal record, they just overstayed their visas, and they're married to U.S. citizens. Cases like this, a Navy wife detained at her green card interview, and then I had to go out and release her 3 days after her sitting in jail, or other married couples detained for no reason just to be released. They have a quota, 3,000 people a day, financial rewards for each head. That's why they're doing it, not to keep you safe. So next time you go to your green card interview, think about it. Do you have a green card interview coming up? Let me know. You finally...
Okay. So this guy right here is Latin Times, San Diego immigration lawyer. Okay? He has a channel on YouTube. Y'all can check him out. And so I went over there and I was listening to some of his stuff or whatnot. And he makes videos and things like that. A lot around this politics, immigration laws. And he's a lawyer. So, he has a lot of advice, I guess. Well, he says he's a lawyer. But he's got a lot of advice and stuff that he gives on his channel and stuff like that. So if y'all want to check him out and check his channel out, you can. So I had to eat a piece of candy because my mouth is dry. All right. So I'm going to play this again. Let's listen to this again.
We know why people are getting arrested at green card interviews, even if they're married to U.S. citizens, even if they came here legally and just overstayed. The reason why they're getting detained is because ICE officers are actually getting rewarded for making these arrests, even if they know these people are going to be released a few days after. In San Diego, where I'm at, about a month ago, ICE agents stormed into green card interviews and started arresting applicants that had no criminal record, they just overstayed their visas, and they're married to U.S. citizens. Cases like this, a Navy wife detained at her green card interview, and then I had to go out and release her 3 days after her sitting in jail, or other married couples detained for no reason just to be released. They have a quota, 3,000 people a day, financial rewards for each head. That's why they're doing it, not to keep you safe. So next time you go to your green card interview, think about it. Do you have a green card interview coming up? Let me know. You finally know why people are getting arrested.
All right, y'all. So I want to play that again, so we could just hear it together again. The first video I played, I should play that one again, but I won't do it. I'm gonna cut this short. I'm gonna leave it right here. Mama Warrior's gonna do her prayer thing and her spiritual thing. I'm gonna let her do it, because we need that. We need that in the times that we're living in right now, because it does look a little bleak and a little dark. And it looks like it's hard, that we're not going to be able to make it through, right? We don't know what's on the other side. What I can tell you and what I've learned over my life to be true is that, and again, respectfully, I know everybody isn't religious or spiritual, and that's fine. There's no problem with that. But for me, I hold on to my spiritual beliefs, right? I hold on to my belief in God. I hold on to my belief in a higher power, basically. And I feel like things, when they get dark and they get grim, and it seems like it's not going to be okay, and we can't find no way out, and there's turmoil and terribleness, I hold on to my faith. And my faith is what keeps me going. My faith is what keeps me coming back. My faith is what keeps me from giving up. And Lord knows there's been so many times that I want to give up and I want to silence myself. But I don't know. Something in the words tells me that maybe there's something that I can say or show or create that can make a difference for us as a people. Because I love the people, all people, no matter what race, no matter what country you live in, no matter what nationality you are. I love people, period. I've always been that way, and I'll continue to be that way. And I don't care. Some individuals, I may have gripes and stuff with them, but that's that individual. That's not everyone. It's not the whole race. It's not the whole people. We are human beings, y'all. All of us. And it's like bearing witness to all of this stuff that is going on, not just in our country, but in other countries as well. Now being, so embedded in learning this knowledge and finding out what's going on, I'm looking back on the histories and seeing that other countries have been going through some of these similar things for a very long period of time. But I guess because we live so cushioned here in the United States, we don't care. We don't care about what anybody else is going through or what struggle they're going through. And that's why I say when I come and I talk about these things, it's not a woe is me. Oh, God, damn, the United States citizen is going through hell and high water. No, I don't want pity. I don't come to talk about these things for that reason. I don't want nobody to feel that way. I want all of us to see that no matter if it's this country, that country, this country, that country, here, there, everywhere, people going through these type of things is not right. It's not right, and we should not have to live like this. No matter what country we live in, no matter where we're located in this big, beautiful globe, we should not have to experience these type of things. And I'm so sorry, honestly, that I didn't know how other people was living and what they was going through. And a lot of times in life, you don't know other people's struggles until that struggle becomes your own. That's true. That's fair. But I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention to politics or, geopolitics and things of that nature. I wasn't into all of those things. I was just living my life, working, getting my paycheck, getting my nails done, getting my hair done, living my life, and not necessarily thinking or caring about what are other people in the world going through and experiencing. I wasn't one of the people doing that at first. And a lot of us are not doing that. And a lot of us don't want to do that. But I think it's what we must do. It's what we have to do. Because it's not just about our struggle. It's about the struggle of our brothers and our sisters, whether they live in our country or not, whether they look like us or they don't. We have to care about one another as people, humans. That's it. That's all. No more necessary. That's it at the foundation. We're human beings. That's it. And we, I hope that we can get to that point where we just care. We have empathy. We have some type of empathy for one another. If we see someone laid out on the street, we see somebody being hemmed up, if we see somebody being unalived, if we see somebody being tortured, if we see somebody being racially profiled, if we see somebody being abused, can we care? Can we care? That's my question. That's what I have tried to do and will continue to do. No, I wasn't always this way. No, I wasn't. I was very selfish and I only worried about myself, what I had going on. Yes, that's true. But as I got older and I got more mature, I realized we can't move and navigate through the world that way. You can't stay in a selfish place where all you care about is yourself. You don't care about anyone else and their struggles and their sufferings. It doesn't pay. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about spiritual revenue in your heart, in your soul. What's right? I just want to see a little bit more of that in this world. And there's people, a lot of people, good people that I see that are trying to move and operate that way and present that and show that and push that and be those type of people. I know that. I know that's true. We need more. I know the deficit is very low. We need more. But maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll get the numbers that we need. I don't know. All I can do, so I don't overwhelm my brain and my energy, is just try to be the best version of myself I can be. Be a better person and care about people and talk about things and bring things to the forefront, bring knowledge and information to my channel. If I'm going to have a channel, if I'm going to make content, if I'm going to talk, because I can talk, y'all. Let's talk about the important things. Let's talk about something serious that really matters, that's affecting all people all over the world. Let's have those type of conversations. And let's connect with one another when it comes to this, because we can learn so much from one another. Really, really, like I've learned so much from just connecting with people that they don't live in my country. They don't live nowhere near me. I maybe never get to meet them. I don't know. But thanks to technology, I can connect with people, great people, and have great conversations and stand up and fight for what's right in this world, in this life, no matter what hemisphere we're in. And that's what I think is important. And that's what I want to continue to do. That's what I've always wanted to do. And that's what I will do. So anyway, y'all, we're hitting about hour 15 minutes. Thank y'all so much. Kim and Imani, thank y'all for joining me. And whoever else has been listening, I appreciate that as well. I'm going to go ahead and end this live, per usual with a bop. And I will talk to y'all in the next one. And I did get a little bit winded today. And I did have a lot of things to say, to get off my chest and my heart. And I'm sorry for that. I don't mean it in any bad way. It's so much happening. There's so much going on. So much that we bear witness to every day as a human race, as a humankind. And I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about it. And sometimes I do let them out. And I probably talk too much. I know. But that's all I got, y'all. As we can see, okay, let's bring it all home here. As we can see from this live that I showed y'all, which is what it was about, a lot of these ICE agents that we're seeing, not all of them, some are doing just their regular job as they're supposed to. But there's this other tier of them out here that, I don't know, y'all. I think they are bounty hunters or something. They're being paid and there's incentives and they're going in because they need or they want the money. The root. What did God say, Ma, in the Bible? The love of money is the root to all evil. That's scripture. The love of the money, not the money. The love of the money. That's scripture right there. And that's what we're seeing. People are in love with money. They may not be in love with each other. They may not even be in love with the spouse. But they're in love with money, child. And these people will do anything and everything to get it and to keep it. And we're bearing witness to that. And a lot of it is turning into fatalities for others, hurt and harm towards others, all for the sake of money. This is the problem that we have. I don't know how we fix it. Y'all let me know. Maybe drop down in the comment section and tell me if you know the solution or the plan. How we fix it. I don't know. I pray it won't be like this. I pray it don't continue to be like this. I don't know how to fix it. I don't. I talk about it. That's all I can do. God. My mouth can run. But there's certain things that I can't fix. I'm not God. I'm not a wizard. I'm not any of these things. I'm not a magician. I can't fix these things. But we can pray and we can talk. We can expose. We can be real about what it is really going on here in this world right now. And I think that's all that we can do. That's the most that we can do. And if we do that, then I guess we have to say, God, I did my share. I did my part right now.
Put it in his hand.
And we put the rest in his hands. Mm-hmm. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got, y'all. I'm out. I will see y'all in the next live, y'all. I'll be back. You know, we're going to have more political updates to talk about. You know, I like to talk, so I'll be back. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for joining me so much. I really appreciate it. I will talk to y'all on the next live. I hope everyone has a great rest of the morning, the evening, the afternoon, the night, whatever time zone you are in, respectfully. I hope the rest of it is great for you. And I love you all so much. Thank you so much for the love and support. And I will talk to y'all in the next live. Golden signing out. Bye.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let it ring out loud. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea, like the mighty waters. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. We remember it all. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Hope is alive, yeah. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on. Let's keep marching till victory is won. Stony the road we trod. Bitter the casting rock. But we're still here. We didn't give up, no. Yet with a steady beat. Hey.
the bag, check the tag, check the greed. ICE agents hunting humans just to get the fee they need. They don't care about the name, they don't care about the face. Just a bounty on the soul, trying to scrub them from the place. Getting paid by the head, yeah, they stacking up the bread. While the families in the shadows living life in constant dread. It's a business, it's a racket, it's a cold-blooded game. They'll snatch a father from his daughter just to justify the name.
ICE is moving through the night. For the love of money, they're trading souls for federal life. For the love of money, they're apprehend anyone for pay. Doesn't matter who you are, they're gonna take you away for that lean, green. The system's got them more than need.
I need the racks, but not like that, no. I need the plat, but keep the fat straight. YouTube views got them acting real strange. Selling out the culture for some digital change. Nigga clip the struggle, monetize the pain. While the agents in the street are washing blood with the rain. They getting paid to hunt, I'm getting paid to speak. The government is greed and the schools are so weak. Check the analytics, check the borderline. The greed in the district's gonna drive us out our mind. Apprehending for a bonus, that's a soul-crushing crime. Let you have it, I'd rather have the truth. Stop trading our future and the spirits of our youth.
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
Don't let the algorithm change you.
Money, 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 money.
The head feel tall, and standing tall for the people.
Yeah. You tuned into the right place. Welcome to the rain. Golden Queen. H2.0. Let's get it.
You're looking for a diamond, found a treasure in the rough. Tired of all the noise, cause you finally had enough. I'm here to build a movement on a mission for the nation. Dropping gems of knowledge, killing all the hesitation. We fighting for the truth, yeah, we fighting for what's right. Building unity and shining up a brand new light. It's a variety channel, but the vision's crystal clear. Pushing us all forward, conquering the doubt and fear.
Yo, welcome to the Queendom. H2.0 on your screen, where the content's real and smart and funny in between. This is more than just a stream, it's a platform for the change. Time to elevate the game and rearrange. So if you're ready for a vibe that you can feel and trust, joining in the movement is a definite must.
This ain't just another channel talking smack behind the screen. It's a spotlight for the creators, building up of the scene. Spreading radical love, that's the message in the code. Helping everybody carry up a heavy load. From social justice issues to the laughter that we need. Planting seeds of progress, watch them grow from just a seed. This is authentic, this is raw, this is everything you saw. Welcome to the battle that is truly being fought.
Oh, so come with your respect and see the real effect. Cause I protect my own right here on the throne. Don't make me unleash the dragon. You've been warned.
Yeah. Don't make me unleash the dragon. You've been warned. Yeah. Don't make me unleash the dragon. You've been warned. Yeah. Yeah. Golden Queen H2.0. The movement starts now. Go ahead. Hit subscribe, ring that notification bell. You don't want to miss a thing. Welcome to the family.